that splat, did that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, huh? Yeah, we here.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight we close out Week 7 with a good Monday night matchup between the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Rams.
Pat O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Cam Akers.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On the give, this is Akers. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
A loss of a yard.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Goff. And it's Cup. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A Ram first down as Goff finds Cup.
1st and 10.
It's opening drive, 3rd down. They go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Eddie Goldman.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Goff now to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On the handoff, it's Akers. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
40-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And 4.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Now a They'll run with Akers. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39.
He was brought down by...
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. Now it's gone. And got him in. It's Woods. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Akers. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Akers. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. Now Goff. Rolling to his right. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
A 35-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. Now the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
For Darrell Patterson on the return. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
At the 21-yard line.
On second down now. Akers trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
With the score.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now gone. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one is right through. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. The drive starts with a completion left side, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Trubisky. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week is what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going, and being able to make a play on the football.
Roquan Smith, the Bears' leading tackler last season, makes the stop.
And 8.
Second down and 8. Goff. Double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will score a pick 6 for the Bears touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score Bears 7, Rams 6.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. Well, he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe somebody will press it a little bit. This might be the case.
A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. They'll run on first down. Akers. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams are going to jump back in front.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
That worked very well. He And his field general in pretty good sync right now, starting to move the ball well.
The Bears take over 1st and 10.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
This is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. There to make the tackle, Samson Ebukam.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2nd and 8. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line.
10 at their own 13-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 17.
On 2nd down, Akers looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Throwing on 3rd, gone. And Woods has it complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
26-yard line.
They'll run here with Akers. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On 2nd down now, Akers. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Goff. They'll buy some time right. And he took the hit one-handed. What a grab. 25 yards that time.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other players.
Robert Woods, touchdown, LA! Robert Woods, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, and the Rams add on to their lead. And there they got him the ball, just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
From the 24, Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Trubisky. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. First down, a run with Cohen. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
From the 36, Trubisky flushed out right. Now Trubisky lost the football. And the Rams have got it. Going the other way. The big fella. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the Bears' 21.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the third time tonight. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And that will swell the lead to 16. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Just a gain of a yard in what all likelihood will be the final play of the first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start the third quarter with a run by Cohen. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Cohen. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
Cohen, the ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. A gain of 5. 1st down, Chicago. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They run. Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory.
The ball carrier.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
4-yard line.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
A
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
Second down and 3. Going right back to Akers. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run this with Akers. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On 1st down, Akers. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll run on 1st down. Akers. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 2nd down now. Akers. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Goff now looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Pick up of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 10-yard
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Trubisky gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
3 and out.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. It's fielded at the 45. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. On first down, Akers. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
Akers, the ball carrier.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Bears' 47-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff sliding out of the pocket. And he floated one out there, incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Goff now looking to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. After the interception, here's Trubisky. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Throwing here, Trubisky. And he finds his tight end, Graham. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Jimmy Graham.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. He's got the hook up to Miller. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. On the stop was Aaron Donald. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
15 yards on the play. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Cohen, the ball carrier.
2nd down and 3. Ball on the 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Rams' 7-yard line.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
pick up
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. A carry here for the big tight end. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears cut into that lead. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that. Oh, no, he lost the football. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. And we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He's brought down by Terrell Burgess.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at their 49-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Troy Hill picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Bears 13.
Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you
and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
So for L.A., they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift. Damn, Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might put it all up. The way you feel, all black. Born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the double. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. Galilee rolling thunder, don't hear my cry, don't let alibis pass you by. Finally starting to realize, never give up and coincide. Can't watch TV, it's all a lot, tired of trying, go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right, I don't got time. I could it's all to we're talking about to protecting the sons and daughters from political and slaughter. Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. Never play by the rules, guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse, when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price, press up the item you choose. When it's touching the culture, hit you with them K Ultra. I knew you was a vulture, Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you, shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was cluttered, doing this so subtle. Falling out through the rubble, remember this is jumping. The top, always gon' get something in the middle, gotta stay hunting. Why the rush left for nothing, why the rush left for nothing, why the rush left for nothing, why the rush left for nothing. Agitated illusion, only been for confusion. The institution, my mind in the execution. Think I knew the solution. Maybe now should I do it?